Hello, my name is Magda, and this is the channel about spiritual awakening. And this is me sharing some of the stories my spirit guides are asking me to share with you. Apparently, it might be helpful and useful. So, if it is, please do comment in the section below. It will help me to understand that this is the way how I should be doing this. Or if there's anything in particular that you're at, would like to know, I'm happy to share my amazing story, explaining how does the spiritual world worked for me and how like giving a testimony, so to speak, how I was guided to be here where I am, how I become a tarot reader, energy healer, and how I discovered my abilities, so to speak. Pretty much this channel was guided. I made it just because my spirit guides asked me to. I am not sure what I'm doing here, but I am receiving messages every day. I'm asking what should I share and how do you want me to share it with the world? And today I received the answer, and the answer was like make a podcast. So, okay, so here I am recording this, just, going with the flow, following through, taking an action, because taking action is always that part that stops us from, the fear, then we start overthinking stuff. And I would do too, because I used to be a perfectionist. Now, good enough is new perfect. So here you have me, unscripted, unfiltered, raw um, video about my spiritual awakening, and also they wanted me to share the stories how I was being guided. How does it look like? So what they wanted me to tell you is that uh, this story of how I met my spirit guides team, how I found out about it, that we have a spirit guides, that we have a spirit team, how I found out how they wanted to communicate with me, how certain people and certain situations in my life started appearing when I was actually asking for help. I did that not knowing. It all started from me being in a very dark place, feeling pretty desperate, feeling like there is no hope, not knowing how I will get out from the situation I am in. It was very um, daunting, very difficult, very dark. I was after I got my first panic attack, inflicted by a person I was in a relationship with. And I just remember, like, we weren't married, but there was so much entanglement that I just didn't see how do you want me to get out from this? Like, I need help. And then help came along. So first started with a little online course, with questions, but also with meditation. And there was a very strong um emotionally moment for me, because there was one sent, like, it doesn't, like, I don't remember the name of that course. I don't even remember the name of a woman that was selling those courses online. I just remember it was beginning of November, and it was a 30 days challenge. Oh yeah, I know, it was called Blank Page. But what was the name of that lady? I bought that course. It was divided week by week. She has said, like, if you do all the questions on day one, then the rest of the week you just meditate, record the process, which I did, and I still have those recordings. And that the powerful part was, the most powerful sentence that I've heard was to choose yourself. That this 15 to 20 minutes a day it would be me choosing myself before everybody else. And it was at the time when I was on working with Europe, being in Los Angeles. So it was 9 and 8 hours between me and my employees working in the UK and Poland. And I've already was waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning to I was starting my meetings at 5 and 6 a.m. just so I could catch them before they go home, because nobody wants to have a meeting at 4 p.m. as they finish at 5, you know. So so I was like, and we were in a pretty crunch mode, so it was important for me to speak to them every day, if not every other day. So it meant that if I want to have those 20 minutes, I would have to push everybody back, which it was okay, and tell them, no, you're going to have meeting with me at 4 p.m. because, you know, I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. I'm already waking up 4:30 every day. So I needed to push everybody back. So it was kind of a big deal for me, doing that, like setting up that boundary for me, that I am important for myself and I am prioritizing me. And it doesn't matter what I'm going to do. There's nothing more important than me. And doesn't matter that it was just like, for like my partner, what you're doing, you're just like meditating and just like journaling. Like, come on, you can do it after. Well, no, it was a very important statement that I am choosing myself first. And I am starting my day with this meditation, with this journaling, because I am important. And it was first time in my life I actually followed through all of 30 days. And when I started doing that, a lot of magic started happening. Just like in the moment I made the decision, I was like end of October, I said, okay, 1st of November I'm starting it. And just a few days after, my partner comes with there's a UPW, Unleash Power Within, in I think it was in Dallas. Let's go there. And I was like, hell yeah. If you're going, I'm going. I'm happy to do this journey of development with you. And during this UPW, another things happened. Some of them weren't nice, but that's not the point. Some of them, it almost felt like in the moment I made it, this, first of all, I asked for help, I received it. And then the moment I took an action, I made a decision that I am important for me. And I started meditating, answering those questions for myself. Something shifted, so the opportunities and other things started coming my way, like this UPW with Tony Robbins. It had a significant it was a significant step on this journey, and I will follow through why. The next thing I know, I'm during this UPW answering a lot of questions, going through the Dickens process that was um, strong. And then our partner subscribed us to the platinum member, platinum, whatever, however you pronounce it properly, please correct me. Um, so, and then we decided to go to Date with Destiny. That was the December the same year. So everything started rolling faster. And and uh, and then the next steps of the journey, I leave it for another podcast. But let's just focus when it all started. It all starts with a decision. It all starts with taking an action. Make a decision and follow through with an action. You can hear it also from all of the motivate. Like, there are way smarter, way more successful people than I am. And but here I'm showing you also this spiritual take on um, on like motivational speech, so to speak, because it's all connected. Whether you believe in it or not, it just happens like so. And it is all energy. The Joe Dispenza talks about it, Tony Robbins, like Layla and Alex Hormozy. You take an action, you make a decision, you take action on it. So what I want to leave you today with is that prior to making a decision and taking an action, ask for help your spirit guides. Doesn't matter what is your religion, doesn't matter what you believe in, what you subscribe to. Call what are the names, how you want to call it in the way that you feel good with, that aligns with you. And ask for help if you feel today desperate, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like there's a choice and you don't know which road to choose, because that was my last reading, people standing in front of a choice and not knowing where to follow through, whether you're in the inner conflict, whether you feel like there's no hope for you, or the other way, you have opportunities but you don't know which one to choose. It all ask for help, that meditate. But by meditation, I mean just sit with yourself, either in silence, either with music. If you're the person who cannot sit for 5 minutes in one spot, go for a walk. Meditating doesn't mean you have to sit or lay still. It's about finding a way where you will be able to clear your mind and come back to yourself. After a while, when you get really connected with yourself, maybe I have some meditations on my channel. Those are guided meditations, but I think I will record meditation like I am that I am, because you do want to, at one point you do want to sit still, because when you connect with your higher self, there is a moment when you can leave your body, so to speak. So then moving around is not very safe. It's better to sit or lay down. But that's another type of meditation. If you're just a beginner on this journey, go for a walk, clear your mind, be present in the moment, ask for help. They are always with you. And remember, you carry, if you're connected with this channel, I'm sure you are a light worker. You carry light inside of you, the light and the warmth. That was one of the messages they wanted me to pass on. You carry the light within you, the light, the guidance, and it's time for you to lead. And so this was the story number one: ask for help, and they will be served. But you need to be able to notice the help coming your way. You need to then take a decision and action on it, because remember, you have a free will, and you need to ask them every day. You need to ask them even multiple times of a day, because they can never interfere um, unless you ask them to do so. Free will is sacred on the in this earth realm. So I'm leaving you with that: ask for help and the help will be sent to you, maybe like this video of the person who's just starting out. Take care, I love you. Don't forget to subscribe and share with someone who likes it. I will highly appreciate it, because maybe there's someone who needs to hear this. And see you soon in the next episode of Magda Talks. Magda Rambles. Take care.